Alright, buddy, we got Hector Tames, second place deck profile, Hero Frogs, last of the first place player. We're gonna go ahead and check out his deck profile. Go ahead and show us what you got.
Before we do the deck profile, I just wanted to say that this deck actually overperformed.
Overperformed.
And this is honestly the second time I've played the deck.
Second time.
Like the first time was at the pod at YCS Houston. Honestly, I mainly picked up the deck because I wanted to learn how to beat it.
Okay,
so, like,
awesome.
That's why I picked it up.
And you got second place with it.
So here's the deck list. It's kind of standard in some aspects. Of course, the 3 subs of Toad. I play 3 swap. I just want to maximize my starters as much as possible, so that's why I don't like the 2 swap frogs. I think 3 is the right amount. Of course, your 2 treehorns, and I do the 2 dupe and unifrog. The dupe block was really good for me today. When some people try to use like their brain control Caius to out it, and I'm okay with that because that's a big like commitment. And unifrog is kind of underperformed.
Pro players abuse this card, so if you're really good at using this card, you plus hard.
Yeah, the cool thing is if your opponent knows that you have it, it does apply a lot of pressure. But outside of that, it didn't really do that much for me today. Besides it just being a water target that I can
It could be cut. It could be cut.
Maybe it could be. I still need to test more. The standard heroes.
The one-ofs?
Yeah, the one-ofs. The heroes did really good today. Ocean was amazing, mainly because it's a water. So you can pitch it off your swap frog. So it's just really good extender because of that. So yeah, this lineup was just really strong. I do the standard 3 Caius, 1 Ryza. This is really good. Probably wouldn't change it for right now.
Not even a second Ryza?
No, I didn't feel like I needed it. Okay. Like I was always happy seeing a Monarch, like no matter what.
Sounds good.
I do main 1 Junk Synchron.
I love this card.
Yeah, this card was pretty cool. Honestly, I never used it. The most memorable thing that happened for me with Junk Synchron is I had a handful of heroes and I was literally playing like hero beatdown. But that was the most memorable thing Junk Synchron did today for me. Battle Fader was amazing.
Battle Fader's so good.
It was too good. Gores.
Gores, need it.
Yeah, and that's it for the monsters.
Now for the bomb cards.
And then here, yeah, the best card is the
Miracle Fusion, fuck this card.
1 Rhoda, 1 E-Call.
Not the second E-Call, you didn't need it?
No, I think this was fine. Because the thing is, like, I want to see specific monsters, and once I get access to the hero engine, it doesn't really do too much. And just this alone means I'm playing essentially 3 copies of Stratos. So I think this is fine. I do run the 1-for-1. Here's my goo. I do a Soul Exchange.
Okay, Soul Exchange.
I love Brain Control Caius.
And you don't play Light and Darkness Dragon?
No.
Not with Light and Darkness Dragon.
But Soul Exchange was really good. It was basically a second Brain Control for me. And one of my favorite plays I've ever done is my opponent had a set card, and I activated Soul Exchange, and then I normal summoned the sub, called Priority, and tributed their set.
That's broken.
And then I just started going off. And then it's like, cool, I ended up with a dupe block, and it doesn't matter that I can't attack you, because I was going to end with that anyway. So it doesn't really hurt you. And then the Heavy in Space.
You need those.
Yeah, they're very needed. For traps now, I run 2 Wing Blasts and 1 Karma Cut.
That's crazy that you're in Karma Cut and you still lost to the first place frog player. Because that card's broken against frogs.
Explanation for why I decided to do this is because Raigeki Break is really good, but the thing is when you're playing against certain matchups, like for example Vayu, you don't want to hit their monsters, like the Synchros. But the cool thing about Wing Blast is if you know how to apply pressure and keep tempo with cards like Wing Blast, then it's more valuable than Raigeki Break in my opinion.
Correct.
Karma Cut's really good because there's going to be certain monsters that you just need to out, and yes, Wing Blasting them doesn't really help you. So the fact that you get to banish it is pretty good. And then here's a Maigu. I made a Dust Tornado.
This is broken.
The reason I made Dust Tornado is because I'm genuinely more scared of backrow than I am people's boards. Because I feel like this deck's really good at outing boards.
Breaking boards, yeah.
But the thing is, like, I could run Jinzo. That could be something I can mess around with. But
Jinzo is broken.
I feel really comfortable liking this, especially because in frogs, like we don't run much back row, so we're very vulnerable to like MST and other dust tornadoes or just back row removal. So the fact that I get to chain this and kill your own back row in response is really good.
Broken.
Like dust tornado's always been one of my favorite cards in Edison.
And then you can set the wing blast or any other trap card.
Yes. But I just like the fact that it's another MST, because I think MST is too valuable, and the fact that this is...
Yeah, shout out Tengu, bump up to 3.
Yeah. And then Mirror, Tori, and Dashu.
Yeah, these are broken.
Yeah.
If you're not playing these cards, you need to go back to Modern or something.
So that's it for the main deck. Extra deck, it's very standard, Armory Arm, and Dragoid.
Did this come up?
No,
No.
but the main reason...
This can OTK really
It
bad.
can, but the main reason I wanted to play this card is because it outs Catastrophe. A lot of people forget that this has 100 more attack points than Catastrophe, and it's a dark. So sometimes when people feel safe bringing out Catastrophe against you, but if you have access to be able to make Junk Warrior, like that's the value of this card. So a lot of people forget that. So that's why I like this. Goyo, Brio. Honestly, never went to my extra deck. And then you're gonna see that I actually put a Chimera deck, but when you see my side deck, there's no Cyber Dragons. But just because I don't have Cyber Dragons in my side deck doesn't mean I can't make this.
Contact, because sometimes they'll summon Cyber Dragon, summon another machine.
And they won't contact themselves, or I can also take my opponent's Cyber Dragon.
Correct.
And for side deck, I have side 2 Vanities.
Broken.
And here's kind of what I do for
Deck Devi?
For Deck Devi decks. I side a DD, Assailant, and a Breaker.
I love the Breaker.
The Breaker's really good, especially if you're going second. Like against against Vayu, for example. You normal summon this, because the best like Vayu turn 1 that like sets up a lot of tempo is a T set.
Yeah, T-set
This
pass.
beats it because let's say it's a Raikou and a back row. You added both of them and they had to waste the Raikou power.
Or even
Breaker.
Icarus.
Yeah, you bait out the Icarus. And then this is also good against GBs because they just have high stats. And once you realize that like GBs lose to high stat monsters, these get really, really valuable.
Yeah, fuck GBs.
I side 1 DD Crow. DD Crow is really good, but my issue with it when I side multiple is when you have hands that are too many DD Crow. Like just one.
I like the 1-2, man.
Because one for a trade feels good, but once you have multiple, like you're just losing hand advantage at that point that I don't think it's like worth doing. I also side 2 Noblemen. This is for all the Raikou Hamster decks. I also like it against zombies, but a good zombie player won't play into this. Smashing Ground, Super Poly, and another Goose Twister. This deck does lose to back row hard. So for my side deck, I actually side a Twister and double Dust Tornado.
Sounds
And
good.
The reason, and again, I have the third Dust Tornado already in my main deck. So this is what I do to beat back row so I don't get shut down.
Yeah, Twister's clutch.
Yeah, this is really good. I feel like a lot of people underestimate how good this card is.
Yeah, I've seen Twister come in clutch in top tables as well, so don't sleep on Twister.
It's also good against cards like Skill Drain, Black Whirlwind.
People love that
side
card.
One Pulling the Rug. I feel like a lot of people are already expecting this. So
This card's really good. It's won me a lot of games too.
yeah, it can win you games. It can put you really ahead. But the fact is that every deck that you'd side this against is already expecting it. So I just want one, but then have them be scared that I might have more or not. Mind Crush is really good. I mainly like to side this against decks that use Future Fusion.
Mind Crush is really good.
Yeah, so this one, you have to know how to play against dragons to be able to feel super comfortable to side this all the time.
Or Gold Sark decks.
Gold Sark decks. I also like it against Machina.
Or Black Wings.
Or Black Wings or Kulu. I hate
No.
Kulu.
You, like, yes, but I like
You
this
could
more
even
against-
blind call.
Yes, but I mainly like this when I say Machina, like I mean it because
Fuck
they're gonna
Machina.
summon Gear Frame, they're gonna add Fortress,
Yeah.
right? If you Mind Crush,
That's
if
a
you hit the
scrub deck,
Fortress,
yeah.
it's fine. But the thing is, there's chances that they'll have more than one Fortress, and that's when the value just gets really unnecessarily high.
I like that.
And then last but not least is Trap Hole. This is basically my Trap Dust Shoot, my second Trap Dust Shoot against Black Wings. because if you stop one normal summon, you essentially stop them for the turn. So that's how you beat that deck. Same thing with Gladiator Beast. So if I'm going second against either, I mean going first against either of those decks, I essentially have two going first, like auto stop you. But yeah, I just wanted to say that this deck did overperform. I think.
First place Hero Frogs.
You got a new addition to the deck.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to test this out.
First place Hero Frogs right here. Second place Hero Frogs.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's nice sketchy. Yeah.
Anything last words? I mean, shout out
Stronghold.
Stronghold.
This deck's really strong. Looking forward to testing more with it, but I also want to try other decks as well.
Dreams come true, it's what you do. Is you really gonna let it loose? Or are you a fool? What do you choose?